So this is actually the area that I had been planning to go last week, but I got distracted because I saw that sign for the wolf sanctuary. And then while I was on my way to the wolf sanctuary, I saw that there was El Morro National Monument. So I ended up just doing El Morro National Monument. But this place is called Junction Cave, and it's just a little bit south of Grants, and it's very, very cool because these are just old lava flows that you can kind of walk around, and there's also a volcano, so there's quite a hike here. Big hike and lots of stuff to explore and see. It's very, very cool around here, so check this out. All right. I have no idea what I was expecting. I walked over here and I had to walk back to the van really quick to get a flashlight because, I've never been here, so I have no idea what this is, but I don't know why this looks so closed to me. Let's see what we got going on. Very treacherous down here, actually. Quite a few crazy little lava flows and stuff. I don't know what that is. It's 2015. I guess this part, I thought there might be a gate or something. But I guess this part of the cave is actually closed. I did not know that. So I guess I will climb back out and try the other side really quick. There is over like 5 miles worth of trails around this area that I'm going to be hiking today. So, and there's multiple caves. These are actually all old lava flows. And, oh my goodness. This is way treacherous. So, what the heck? They just let people walk around in here. Anyway, so these are all old lava flows and lava tubes. Pretty interesting. This is crazy. It's actually quiet enough down here that I can talk. It's super windy today, unfortunately. So up top, it's really windy, but yeah. Crazy. This is crazy. And I've never been in anything like this. So I'm like, right now I'm just taking it all in for what it is. It seemed like that side of the cave was closed. So I don't know what was up with that, but there's another cave like 2 miles up the road. And this looks like it just passes through. Watch, I'll show you guys. So this one definitely looks like it just passes through. Kind of just goes up to the other side. So I'll climb out that other side and then go hit that other trail and see what the other cave looks like up the road. You actually have to step in hydrogen peroxide. They have a little hydrogen peroxide tank at the beginning of this trail, and you have to step in it before you come into these caves because they're trying to protect bats from white noise syndrome. One other thing in this area when you're hiking is probably not around the trails, like specifically around the trails, but they used to drop bombs over here. And there's a warning sign up front like, hey, if you find any unexploded bombs, you need to report it and don't touch it. So if I find any unexploded bombs today, obviously I'm not going to touch that. This spot on the trail right here is called the Double Sinks, and the trail actually passes right in between the two of these. And you get over here and you look down, and the camera kind of does it justice. I mean, you can see that that's, quite the hole there in the ground. It looks like there's a little cave off to the side too, but it passes in between the two of them. So there's one on the left and then one on the right. As you're walking to the Bat Cave, which is just up the trail about 2 miles away from Junction Cave. So you got to hike a little bit to get to the Bat Cave. So yeah, it looks like they do have everything closed, which is really unfortunate because of that white noise syndrome. I plan to explore all of these and go in these, but you know, I don't want to harm any bats or anything like that. So I could. It's open. I mean, they're just asking you not to, but I'm not going to, just because I don't want to contribute to the harm of these bats. On this side, there's no signs or anything, so I don't think that this is like a full cave in the same sense as the other side. But I'm gonna get down here just to check it out and look at some stuff while I can. You know, the stuff that I can see, I'm gonna see, at least. Let's see. How far back this one goes. If it looks like maybe it's a loop to the other side, or if it looks like it goes back too far, I probably won't mess with it still. Like, the temptation for me to get back here is definitely huge. This is super cool for YouTube. Check out the roof. They have like little, I'll show you guys, I'll get up here to this reflector at least. Let's see. You gotta be really, really careful where you step here. If you guys come here to explore, this is what you're walking on. But they have, I don't know if you guys can see it. Ooh. Little reflectors kind of marking the path. Let's see. Well, this looks like maybe it dead ends up here. Sorry, you guys probably are listening to me breathe all heavy. It's quite the climb through here. Well, it actually looks like it keeps going back. And I just don't want to be irresponsible. As much as this really is what I came out here to do, was check out this cave. But I am more about protecting the wildlife than, that's more important than me climbing around. And just because this side doesn't say you can't enter, it definitely looks like it's a cave that goes back. So I cleaned my shoes and I did the thing with the peroxide, but I'll just go on the other hike. Sorry if that's a little disappointing, guys. I don't want to disappoint you guys, but it just doesn't feel right to me. You know, they have it closed, they have signs up and stuff like that for me to go further back than I did. I was comfortable going to a certain point, like, oh, it's not marked as closed and whatnot. But further back where the bats might be, I didn't want to go back there. I just didn't want to do it. So this whole time I was saying white noise syndrome. It's actually white nose syndrome. Apparently I cannot read. But white nose syndrome is a fungus that grows on these bats. So it grows on their faces, it grows on their ears, and it grows on their wings. And it invades the skin of hibernating bats and it disrupts their hibernation. So it causes them to wake up and scratch because it's really, really itchy. And what that does, since they're constantly waking up throughout their hibernation, they're actually burning more calories than they should be while they're asleep. So they burn through their fat reserves faster. And what that fungus does, it actually makes them starve to death during their hibernation. So they're waking up, they're scratching, they're moving more than they need to be. And it's killing them because they're actually starving to death.
So it was discovered in New York State in 2006, but I guess that it has killed a lot of bats. Up to 90% of bats in certain areas have died because of this white nose syndrome. And if it gets in and affects the colony, it can actually wipe out an entire colony of bats. And apparently there's something around here, and they have it around here actually where I'm hiking around. If you can track it in on your boots and stuff, and it can get in there. So whatever that fungus is really bad for these bats. So if you go here, there's a lot to explore. You can see I'm climbing the volcano. There's so much scenery. If you do all the loops, it's like a 5-mile hike. So this is still a really very cool place to go hike, but just don't go into the caves, because it's a pretty serious thing for these bats, actually. Poor things. So am I bummed out that I can't do the caves? Yeah, a little bit. But if you do all the little add-ons that are right here, it's still about a 5-mile hike. And a 5-mile hike on any day for anybody that's a good hike. That's a solid hike. So if you Google Junction Cave, you can get here. It'll take you right to the trailhead. And, if you really think about it, you're still out here. I don't know if you can hear the birds because it's kind of windy, but I'm in a spot where the wind's kind of blocked right now. Still get a lot of nature, but you're also hiking around lava flows in a volcano. So regardless, it's a cool hike. Come out here and check it out if you guys have the chance this spring or summer. Let's see, bacon cheddar burger from Laguna Burger. Very delicious place. I love stopping here for a good burger. And after all that hiking, I definitely needed something to eat. Haven't eaten today. So that's about it for this video, though, guys. If you get the chance, come check out that hike. You can't go into the caves right now, but you can go a little bit. You can see a little bit. And, it's a 5-mile hike anyway. So super fun. Very good hike. It's that weather, guys. It's getting into that. So next week, I think I'm going to go backpacking. That should be pretty fun. And until then, I'll see you guys next time.